Okay. So we have 8 chip. Then here again we use 8 such chips like this. It is very easy to understand. What we do, we use 10 byte of address line directly to each chips. Okay, like this. And here we are generating chip select signal. So same chip select signal we select both the chip. Okay, and just see, when we have chip select signal, in previous case, what do you have? If this chip is selected, then data retained on the address that at the in this chip at the address on least significant 10 bits will be selected and do the data transfer. Similarly, now we are selecting this chip as well as this chip simultaneously. So what will happen? We will read 8 bit from here and we will read 8 bit from here. So you can get 16 bit of information simultaneously. Okay. This is again a 2D organization. 2D data organization. Okay. So in this way you can retrieve the word size. You can retrieve 16 bit of information simultaneously. You can read 32 bit of information simultaneously by generating single address. You can read 64 bit of information simultaneously. Okay. In one memory cycle, you can read 64 bit of information, means 8 bytes simultaneously. Okay, using this organization. But see, as our need, suppose we have to read character information. Character information is written in 1 byte, and we have to read either from here or from here. So how can we do this? One case, we know the actual location, we can read both the information and we can discard one of the information and select the desired information. Okay. If we provide this facility, then suppose we have written character here. And now we have stored our integer information. Integer information is written in 2 bytes, and suppose your memory organization is 16 bit. So first byte of 16 bit is here and second byte is here. Then what will happen? You have to perform 2 memory operation. First you have to read this and discard this. You will get the most significant bits, and then read this and discard this. So what will happen? It will create problem. So we have another organization that is called of memory. It is 2.5D 2.5D memory organization. In 2.5D memory organization, we can facilitate byte retrieval as well as word retrieval. We means for this example, you can read 1 byte of information from any location or 2 byte of information from any location. You have to facilitate the memory system in such a way. So this 2.5D memory organization, which is popular now. Now see how we can do this. For that, if you see, if we store the information on this and this, then address, if you, and system is byte addressable, then 0 addresses are here, 0 address here, 1 here, then here 2, 3, 4, 5, means like this. 0 address, 1 address, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this way, your information is get stored, or you can store the information. Addressing is like this for this particular case. So just see, if you write 0, 2, 4, 6, the least significant bit is 0 always. If you write 1, 3, 5, 7 and other addresses, least significant bit is 1. So what you can do here, and the address, you can distinguish it by the A0 line. If A0 is 0, then address is from this memory bank. If A0 is 1, then address is from this memory bank. Okay. So we can facilitate. Now we will not use A0 line. In previous case, we are using A0 to A9, but now we will not use A0 line. We will use A1 to A10, A10 line. Okay, and A0 will be used to distinguish, to facilitate word access or byte access from even memory address or from odd memory address. So on next on, we will discuss how 8086, because if you see 8086 or 8088 processor, you are familiar with this processor and pin diagram. So we will discuss how we facilitate 2.5D memory organization for this processor, so that we can read a byte of information or word of information simultaneously. Okay, and we will also discuss about the overhead, about why we go for the you have seen each and every language has facility to align the data. What is the effect of data alignment in the case as far as hardware is concerned? That we will discuss on next one. Okay, thank you. और बताओ, कुछ पूछना है?
सर पीपीटी शेयर कर दीजिए।
पीपीटी अभी शेयर कर दे रहे हैं बेटा, अभी पूरी बनी नहीं है, लेकिन इसको अभी हम शेयर कर दे रहे हैं। ठीक है, और सुनिए, इस वीक में आपका जो है क्लास होंगी, अगले वीक में आप तैयार करिए, आपका माइनर होगा अगले वीक में पूरा। दशहरा के बाद आपका माइनर होगा, तो अगले वीक में आप क्लास नहीं होगी और आपको पूरी तैयारी करनी है। और उसमें मेमोरी नहीं पढ़ना है जो इसके पहले पढ़ा गया, क्योंकि यूनिट नंबर 3 चल रहा है। यूनिट नंबर 2 और यूनिट नंबर 1, यही दोनों पढ़ना है। ओके, तो आप तैयारी शुरू कर दीजिए माइनर की।
सर
हाँ बोलो
सर, वो मिनिमल मिनिमम एवरेज लेटेंसी में सर हम लोग लोअर
हाँ,
बाउंड और अपर बाउंड कैसे ज्ञात करते हैं, कैलकुलेट?
लोअर बाउंड कैलकुलेट करते हैं। लोअर बाउंड जब तुम स्टेट डायग्राम बनाते हो, हाँ,
यस सर।
तो हम बता देंगे फिर से। लोअर बाउंड ये होता, उससे ज्यादा नहीं हो सकती मिनिमम एवरेज लेटेंसी। जो हमारा रिजर्वेशन टेबल बनता है ना, किसी रो में कितने
Yes, sir.
क्रॉस हैं, कितनी बार वो फंक्शनल यूनिट यूज हो रही है। अगर 2 है तो MAL का अपर बाउंड हो जाएगा 2, ओके। अगर 3
Yes,
है
sir.
तो अपर बाउंड 3 हो जाएगा किसी पर्टिकुलर रो में। और एक रो बताती है किसी भी फंक्शनल यूनिट की, टू कंप्यूट अ पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन टास्क, कितनी बार वो फंक्शनल यूनिट यूज हो रही है किसी पर्टिकुलर टास्क के लिए, ओके। अगर 3 बार यूज हो रही तो उसका वो लोअर बाउंड 3 हो जाएगा, ठीक है।
Yes, sir.
ओके,
Thank you,
हेलो,
sir.
ठीक है, गलत नंबर। और कुछ पूछना है आप लोगों को? चलिए, हेलो, कौन? अरे मैं मना कर रहा हूं, मना। आप अपना चेक करिए फोन। तो हाँ, हम झूठ बोल रहे हैं क्या है? तो हमने मना किया था, आप क्यों पकड़े हुए हैं? काट दीजिए।